or the hardest punch in junior middleweight today?
Basically, power is just given to you from the creator. But you learn through boxing form and technique that shows you how to deliver the power.
Power to me, I think it's how an athlete condition himself, how he take care of his body, the way he lives. You can't cheat, and you really have to go out there and give it your all.
Julian Jackson was born on September 12, 1960, in St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. He turned pro in February 1981. His trainers were Aaron Snowell and later Abel Sanchez. Jackson boasts an unbelievable record of 61 fights, 55 wins, 49 of those by knockout, and only 6 losses through a 17-year professional career, having an insane win-to-knockout ratio of 89%. The Ring magazine ranked him number 25 out of 100 on the list of the greatest punchers in history. He truly is the epitome of explosiveness. Jackson relied on his power, precision timing, and footwork to win fights, making his opponents overextend themselves and then countering with huge choreographed shots. Normally, this wouldn't be an ideal style, but Jackson's timing allowed him to block or evade a punch while winding up a big counter shot. By the time the opponent saw the punch coming, it was either too late to react or the momentum was moving forward too much to successfully evade, moving into the direction of Jackson's punch. Jackson held titles in both the super welterweight and middleweight classes through his career. Dubbed the Hawk, he won his first 29 professional fights, 27 of those by knockout, before challenging Mike McCallum for the super welterweight title in August 1986. This would be his first loss. In retrospect, Jackson would say, quote, "I felt McCallum's experience had a lot to do with that loss, but I'm not going to make any excuses." After this fight, McCallum would move up to middleweight, vacating the super welterweight title he just defended. This gave Jackson another shot to seize the now vacant title, and a year later, in November 1987, he did just that, beating hard-hitting Korean Inchul Bak. Jackson defended this title 3 times, winning all of them with a single knockout blow. A short time later, Jackson would vacate his super welterweight title and move up to middleweight himself. He suffered retina damage to his eye during this time, which required surgery, but still fought Harold Graham for the vacant middleweight title in November 1990. Jackson would begin losing as his opponent targeted his damaged eye, but he'd ultimately win the match by knockout in the 4th round. This was one of the scariest knockouts ever, and it took his opponent almost 5 minutes to regain consciousness. After a few more fights, Jackson would fight the legendary Gerald McClellan in May 1993, and again a year later in May 1994. Jackson would lose both of these fights, which really shows how tough and talented McClellan is. There will definitely be a video on McClellan in the future. McClellan would eventually vacate this title to move up to super middleweight, giving Jackson an opportunity to fight undefeated European boxer Agostino Cardamon for the now vacant middleweight title in March 1995. Jackson would win this fight, taking the title, but lose it 5 months later to Quincy Taylor. This was the beginning of the end for Jackson, having a handful more fights before retiring in 1998. After retiring, Jackson would become a trainer and a coach, and also join the ministry. His 3 sons, Julius, Julian Jr., and John, have all competed professionally. Thank you so much for watching this video, and have a wonderful day.
Did you have any doubt that you would be able to catch with that kind of shot?
Oh, definitely. When I went back in my corner, I knew he was right there for the shot. I just had to set it up. Time his movement and set it up.